Hey, this is Tim Padovic with Urban Neighbor, and I'm here with John Zimmer, and we're in the South Loop. John, what's going on?
Hey, good morning. Here we are on a broody September morning here in the South Loop. I have been, Tim, in the business for about 20 years, and I've officed in Lincoln Park, I've officed in the Gold Coast, and I'm now down here in the South Loop, and I really love the South Loop. It's just a great neighborhood, and as you can see, it is just a wonderful views.
You get great views in the South Loop going this way, don't you?
Absolutely. And we are currently at 1530 South State. And Tim, I come from an asset property management background, and I would have to say this is probably one of the best run properties in the city of Chicago. The staff here, the property, they've got a couple of guys downstairs running the real estate office down here that do a super job, and I think you'll end up talking to those guys at some point as well.
Let's talk a little bit about good time to buy. Is this a good time to buy a home right now, or a condo or a townhouse?
You know, Tim, that's a great question. And when, historically speaking, when you have home prices that are high, you have money that's cheap, or vice versa. And so right now, you have a time in history where both the housing stock is cheap and the cost of money is cheap. And so you have to ask yourself, how long can that last before one of those two has to rise? And what we've seen in the last several months here in the South Loop is that it's definitely stabilized, and we're seeing prices going up, and it's being driven by investors coming back into the market. And you know, as far as investing in the South Loop goes, this area is prime for development. Once the commercial lending starts again, you're going to see a lot of these little parcels that are in between these properties start to be developed again. So is it a good time to buy? It's a great time to buy. You have great pricing, and you have very affordable loans at this time.
And if I want to buy in the South Loop, Printers Row, this type of area, should I call you?
Absolutely. And you know, and I am not South Loop specific, but this is where I'm concentrating because I truly believe this is where your opportunity is right now. And so I've gained a lot of momentum in here. And wait a second, Tim, you don't have Southside Johnny on that tagline.
I hope not.
All right, but yeah.
And we're starting to get rained on.
Yeah,
we're going to have to finish this up.
Welcome to the South Loop, and let's get inside.
Hey, can I call you on your cell?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Anybody, if you guys want to talk about this, certainly give me a call at 773-617-4734.
Thanks, John.
All right, thank you.